Hello guys, welcome to another video, and today we're going to do some coding, except, well, it's not Roblox scripting, as you can tell, we're not in studio, it's actually HTML, um, which is another programming language which we can use. So, I feel like since most of you, well, I'm assuming most of you never coded HTML before, so I feel like it is necessary to explain what it is. So, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So, it is a markup language, which is different from a programming language, but I will explain that later. HTML is a standard markup language for creating web pages. So, it usually most websites you see, like such as, I'm not sure, like YouTube and everything like that, they probably use HTML or something similar. But you can create very good websites with HTML. HTML describes the structure of a web page. So, how do I put it? Let's just say there's obviously in a web page you have a title. It's just a simple page, really, just a title, the body, and then the end bit. Obviously, it's a lot more complicated than that, complex, but it's just an example. The HTML consists of a series of elements. And those elements, they tell the browser, well, how to display the content, because that is what HTML is for. So let's actually, before we even get to coding, we're gonna actually have to use what editors we're gonna use. So obviously there is many editors. I'm using Atom, which is a very popular HTML editor. Just a coded editor in general. But there are others which are like Notepad if you're on Windows. What do you call it? TextEdit if you're on Mac. And then there's Sublime Text, which works on Mac, Windows, and Linux, and so is Visual Studio. But I think Visual Studio is better for Windows. Anyways, we're gonna do some HTML basic right now. So every HTML document, whatever you're creating, has to start with a document type declaration called doc type HTML, like that. Boom. And that is just declaring we're using HTML code. But don't worry if you don't know what it is. And then the actual document itself has to begin with a HTML tag. So tags are basically anything that embedded inside these angle brackets. Actually, the entire thing. So this HTML tag is essentially just saying, well, we're going to be writing this inside the HTML code. Yeah. Like I said, we're going to have to add some other things, like the body, the head, and I'll show you how you're going to do that. So we're going to have to add a head, like so. Okay, give me a second. I think my computer's having a bit of problems. Oh god. Oh, sorry about that. I'm back. But, so like I was saying, we're gonna have to add a head. So like so. That, and we're gonna have to add an inside the head tag. We're gonna have to do a title. And one thing I forgot to mention is that most tags in HTML, when you end it, the slash indicates the end of the tag. So slash head, this is the end of the head tag. And that goes for most of them. There are obviously some that do not work that way. That do not have an end tag. So we're gonna add a title, or page title. So again, we're gonna add the end tag, and then we're gonna just add a page title. Just call it page title, a very creative name, of course. Now we're gonna add a body, like so, which is which is basically the main part of our HTML code. Most of your code is going to be written in here. Sorry, my typing is really bad and really good. Just doing it right. Now we're going to add a heading, which is like this: H1, H1. It stands for heading 1. So I'll show you this a bit later, but I'm just going to quickly just demonstrate this first. So I can call it my first heading, which is obviously not, but just for the tutorial sake. And the P tag, which stands for paragraph. So I'm going to do my first paragraph. I cannot type like that. Now we're going to save it. Make sure to save your work. And let's preview it, which is right here. There we go. Look at that. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So it doesn't look like much, really. It's not that amazing. It's not beautiful, but it's a start. We made a start. So if now we're going to get a bit more basic. So it can obviously go up. This is the largest heading you can do. I just started there a lot, and then like it's the absolute largest heading you can do. H1 and the small. So if you do H2, my second heading. We can H2 like that. It's a bit smaller, and it will go up to H6. So I was going to copy paste. Give me a second. H3, and H4. I'm just copying and pasting it. So my 4 heading, my 5th heading. If you can look at the preview on the right hand side of the screen, you can see the headings are going down in size. So 5th heading, and lucky last 6th if I can type. Oh god, very good. It goes all the way up. So now you can test which one you want to use. Use any of them. So all you have to do is you just have to change the last number up to 6. So 6 is the smallest, 1 is the biggest. Now we can get rid of all this code because we don't need it. Oh, I don't know why I deleted the paragraph. I just want to keep the paragraph there. My first paragraph. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Now, well, this is the absolute basic HTML thing. It's obviously just a heading and a paragraph. It's having a bit of problems, but it's okay. Now we have done the basics. We can now learn to do a bit of more complex stuff. When I mean complex, we're going to be embedding media. So when I mean media, I mean like links, images, stuff like that. So the HTML links are defined with the A tag, which is 8, and then we're gonna do href. So actually, I think it's better if I type the entire code and then I'll show you. I'll explain. So then we do ahref, and then inside the quotation marks, put any link of your favorite website you want. So I'm gonna put my channel. Obviously, you should look at this guy. Obviously, subscribe to him. He's a very good person, I hope. Okay. We're gonna actually we can just do. Actually, we're gonna end it like there, and we're gonna do this is link like so. Oh, where is it? Hey, right. No, that's that. So the href, href is, I guess, is the most confusing part. It contains the two components which is the actual link itself, which is the youtube.com. Yep. And the anchor text, which is this is a link. The thing that displays on the page. So if we save our work, click the link, it goes to my channel. Brilliant. Okay, give me a second, guys. So now we've got a simple HTML going here. GIFs and images. So we could add images by doing image source, the source code. I'm going to do the flower image because flowers are cool. Flower image is already popped up here, as you can see. We're going to use an alt name. We can just call it, I don't know. We can call it flower image. We're gonna we can change how many pixels. Well, this is measured in pixels. The image size. So I'm gonna put it at 78 pixels. Seems about. No, that's a bit way too small. I'm gonna put 100. No, that's still too small. I'm gonna put about 200. Fair enough. Okay, that's good. And then we can change the height, which I'm gonna put actually to about 150. Yeah, seems good. And that is this is an image, obviously, and it is possible to add GIF. So I'm just quickly do image source equals quickly. I just have a GIF here. I can't bother to type it all. I'm a very lazy person. Copy full path like that, and you can see it's still here. We can give it an alt. We're gonna call it Earth width. Again, we're gonna make it obviously a lot smaller. We're gonna make it about, I don't know, 150. Height equals 160. There we go. So we are able to add media into our in our HTML code, which is fantastic. So now we're gonna get into some HTML elements. So like I mentioned before, the tag defines what type of HTML thing we're using. The title defines the title of our HTML page. So it's page 1. So and then all the tag content, it goes here in between the tags. And even though sometimes it might come up, never skip the end tag. The end tag is really important. And another important thing I gotta mention is HTML is not case sensitive. So yes, so capital P. So this pretty much means the same as a lowercase. As you can see, it's still appearing. So I'm gonna change it like that because just to keep it consistent. Okay, that's just a really quick thing I wanted to show you. Now we're going to look at HTML attributes. In fact, we've already done an attribute. We've already done some attributes. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, it's that we have defined the href is an attribute, so a source. Because href is what the link is, a link attribute. The source is where the file path is. So it's a file path attribute. So we've already covered some of it. Now we can do something called a style attribute. Now we could actually change the color of our paragraph. If you want to know how to do that, it's basically like you just do p style. Why am I so bad at typing? The p style color choose any color. I've got the pink. Why not? And we're gonna do this is a pink paragraph. Okay, like that. You can probably barely see it, but as you can see, I'm going to choose a dark color, like blue. Yep, you can see there was a change. You can do any color you want. You can do red. You can do, I don't know, yellow. Yellow is hard to see. Yep. Oh, you can do something else. You can actually go to the internet, go to hex color picker. And what you can do is you can find any color you want. It could be a very specific color. If you want to do, I'm gonna do like a cyan color. That you can copy this bit, including the hashtag symbol. Copy it. Go back to whatever editor you're using, and then do that. Copy and paste it into it, and it does correspond to what the hex color code. So, just a really cool thing that we have done. We can also do what they call the title attribute, which we've just done, and what it does is it sets the page title, which we just did. So we can do that. That was a very quick thing. Sorry. And the quotes as well. So in some situation it is necessary to use single quotes, but double quotes are very common, most common in HTML. So most of the time you would use double quotes, but sometimes you would need to use single quotes when it's needed. So, and about the style attribute, you can actually change it with headings as well. So like this style equals color red. Semicolon. And we can do this is a red title. Oh, okay, I forgot to put H1. Sorry, but make sure you do that. H1. And then you can see there's a massive red title. Yep, that's that. What else do I need to tell you? We've got quite a few. All right, let's just do the HTML display. So obviously we can type a long paragraph. You can go like hello, or something like that. Just keep on typing random stuff. Keep on. Why is it coming that big? Okay, I was gonna give it a bit. We go down the line. Keep on typing random stuff. It does leave a space, but we can, just to be sure, it's better to add a break tag. So we can add a break tag, and it sets a bigger space, so you can add any code inside that thing. So it's basically a line break. Another display paragraph tag we can use is the poem tag. So for example, it's like a poem. So essentially it is. So you can just, honestly, you can just do wait, hold up. You can just do like this. You can do good music, good lyrics. Oh gosh. But hold up. Then you can end the thing like that. But hold up, it doesn't work. That's because we haven't added the break tag. We have to add a break tag, so it comes within the line. So I can do like this, and then it's better. So, break tags are really, really important, but sometimes we do not want to keep on doing break tags over and over and over. And a solution for that is get rid of all this. In fact, get rid of all this. We can do the pre-tag, which preserves both both spaces and line breaks. So you can do pre like that. Okay. They can do stuff something yes and no. And you can see the font style also changed. Obviously it's not a very great way of showing it, but you get the idea. And you can use it to write poems and just sheets of music and stuff like that. But let's get rid of all that. Anyways, now we're gonna do some HTML style, which is a pretty fun thing. I like doing this part. So it's essentially like we haven't done this, but I'll just show you the basic syntax for how you do it. Just tag name, style. Do not type this out, by the way. I'm just showing you. Just property value, and that is basically it. But okay, so tag name. We have got what is that tag name? We can do body. If we're gonna do body, obviously, actually, wait. This is not pink at all. Okay, let's just look here. Tag name. Let's just substitute it. The tag name is P. The style is obviously the style. The property is color. So the color is the value of the property is this hex color. I'm just gonna make a different color, just like that. And that is it. That's just the basic syntax. How you're supposed to do it. Obviously, it doesn't display, but it's just how you can do it for every time you do HTML code. Now, you can set the background color to whatever background color you want. So if you do body style, in fact, we're gonna do it to body. We can do background color, which is our property, and we're gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it yellow, because why not? And boom, look at that. Okay, it's a bit too bright. I'm in a dark room, and bright stuff scares me. We're just gonna turn. Oh god, let's try and do green. See what green. There we go, a bit better. So it is that you can change a lot of stuff with the style. This is, in fact, this is actually CSS. Which is another thing we can use in HTML, and this is just to start. This is just to style a page. So HTML is the HTML, the head, the title, and everything, but the CSS really makes HTML look much better. So we could. That's how we get stuff like the background color, the different color in the text. That's what, and that's really, really important, CSS. We can change fonts of, text, so we can do P style, font family. I have no idea what we're gonna do. I think Verdana actually. Yep, Verdana. Just for this one, Verdana. I'm gonna do font text, just as an example, like that. It doesn't change. Give me a second, guys. Font now. Oh right, I forgot to add this dash. There we go. As you can see, this is the different font. I don't know what the default text font is for this. I don't know what the default is, but but there is a significant difference in the font. And I think you can do the same with the Courier. So just do this. I think you can do it for Comic Sans. I'm not gonna let me just go check. Comic Sans NS. There we go. So that is that. Well, what else can we do? Well, I think. Oh, just thinking what we can do. Yes. Oh, yes. We can align text. So we can just go H1. Actually, I need to do style because this requires this. We can do text align. Sorry about my typing skills. Center. I'm in a place where they spelled it with like RE, so sorry about that. And we're just gonna do centered text like that, and you can see it's in this very center. And you can do the same thing, but on the far right. If you just do this, that. You can do something with the far left. If you do left, which is basically just the default version, but that's it. And now let's look at HTML formatting. So here are all the different tags we can use to format text. So if you give me a second, the first one is the bold tag. So the bold is just with the B. It's very simple. You can just do it. This is bold text. Like that. Sorry. It is bold. It's different to this. There is, and then we could do italic, which is slanted. So which is just simply the I tag. We can just do this is italic text. And I'll probably add a break tag in between. Italic text, add more break tags, another break tag. Let's do the mark text. So we can do the mark tag, and we can do this is mark text, and which is just highlights it, and by default the color will be yellow. I'm not sure if you can change that. Another break tag. We're gonna do some deleted text. Actually, we'll do small text first. Just why not? So we can just do this is small text. This fairly smaller than the rest. Another break tag. Now let's do deleted text. And if you don't know what deleted text is, it's basically text that has a line cutting through it. So deleted text. Yep, right there. If you guys can look at the right side of the screen just to see how it looks like, and you can choose which one you like the most and add it to yours. Inserted text, again, you'll see what it is. We can do this. I can't. This is inserted text, which is basically underlined text. Subscripted text. Let's do some sub, which is a sub tag. This is subscripted text. Alright. It's similar to the smallest one. Actually, I shouldn't demonstrate it like this. I shouldn't demonstrate this one like that. I should actually do it like this. So this is, and then I'm gonna do subscripted text. Yep, that's it. And you can obviously see why I chose to do that. You can see there's a clear difference. And it works the same way with superscripted text. But as you probably can guess, if sub, as you may guess, it will go the opposite. It goes up instead of down. So, superscripted text. Oh, I forgot to change. I forgot to change this to that. There we go. Superscripted text. If and that's basically how you can format text in HTML. There, when not long, we're almost finished with the basics. Let's get rid of that. And this. Good. Gonna make the code like that. Now we can obviously quote. We can quote some things. So we can use it by a block quote. It won't be there, but it's just a way to credit people. You don't have to include it in your website. That's why it's called block quote. So block quote, we can add any URL. We can add moon landing. Let's add moon landing because it's obviously really good quote. You most probably know. So, and then we're going to end it with the paragraph tag. Actually, no, not the paragraph tag. We have to end it with the block quote tag. Block quote. Sorry about that. I'm just going to do it like this so you guys can see better. And if you probably know Neil Armstrong, this is his most famous quote, which is why I'm going to put it here. I'm giving credit to someone else. And that's something that we must do. Give me a second. Oh yeah, I forgot to add this. There we go. Look at that. Now this is just a citation. There are many more different ones. So you can do short quotations such as we can do I saying quote hello world, classic hello world, and it automatically does the quotation for you, so you don't have to worry about anything else. That's another quotation tag that we can use. What else? We can use abbreviations. So let's get rid of that. We can do we have to do ABR title. This is a title, so we can do ICC, which is international. Actually, no, we're gonna do that. We'll just do something like a lot of people find this. We'll just do the World Health Organization. World Health Organization. And we can obviously abbreviate to WHO. We can end it with the ABR tag. Is a organization. And we can end it with the P tag, the paragraph tag. And think, yeah, if you hover over it, you can see it says World Health Organization. So it is abbreviated. Let's get rid of that and for any other one that it, well, we could actually not. No, okay, this one's a pretty cool one. It's if your browser, which if you're using Chrome, it definitely will. If it's a cross bi-directional override, it will the text will be written from left to right. So to give you a thing, I'll just do by direction video we call them, which is right to left, which is we can do by RTL. So this, and we can do this line is written from right to left. Okay, give me a second. I'll put a break tag just so you guys can see it better. Okay, if you look here, it is written from right to left. It's written the complete opposite way. I don't know where would you use this? I'm not sure where would you use this. I'm not that smart to know where would you use it, but it was pretty cool. So I can show you that. Now finally for the video. This might not seem like much, but this is very, very important. So, well, depends actually. If I'm gonna say it's important because it is. So comments. They are usually they're code that is not read by the computer, but they are just notes of the developers when they're coding. So for example, we can just do give me a second. On HTML we can do a comment like this. This is a comment. And like with tags, you have to end it like that. So this is a comment. And it doesn't show. It doesn't show at all. If I get rid of this, it shows here. But a comment is just you can comment out code to help it debug. So let's do, for example, like you can comment this code out like that. And you won't see the flower image because I commented it out. Let's bring it back. I want the flower back. But it's very important that you do use it. So I guess that is it from me for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Obviously this is not the only thing I'll help show you. There is bird in the background. But there are many other things you can do in HTML, and a few good websites you could look at are probably W3 Schools, or just simply, or Stack Overflow. They're really good. Or you can just go on YouTube and look for any tutorials. There are many great people that do much better tutorials than this. But hope you have enjoyed the video. I will be doing more HTML tutorials in the future. But that's it from me. See ya.